Hey friends, isn't this a pretty upcycle? I got this hanging board with hooks at a thrift store, and it turned out really pretty using one of my vintage rooster prints from my Etsy shop, and the link to those will be below the video. But here is the print that I'll be using today, and here I'm using this little tag that comes in another Etsy listing, and I will list that too. Here's what the sign looked like when I bought it, but I was able to get that off and clean that whiteboard off with rubbing alcohol and a cotton ball. It came off super easy. I think somebody goofed and put a permanent marker on there instead of the wipe off markers. So anyway, as you can see, I'm taping off the white part, and I'm going to paint the whole board chalk paint by Full Cart in the color black. Just using a foam brush. And I'm just going to paint the whole top and sides. Just one good coat. And I'm getting that little tiny piece that's in there inside the frame part by the white part. So here it is, all painted and dried. So I'm just going to peel off that tape. I got a couple spots in there, but it doesn't matter at all. It will not show. And it's got a twine hanger on it, as you can see. I think I may take that off, I'm not sure yet, and just put a claw hook on the back. Either way, it's cute and functional and super cute. So I'm just using my mini sander, just sanding and distressing and making it look older and weathered and worn. That is the look that I like the best. I do this on most of my projects. Just getting all the edges where it would get bumped and just distressed. This is my desktop vacuum cleaner. Gets all the paint particles and sawdust and all that little stuff. Doesn't slide easily on the puppy pads, but when I just use my craft mat or my parchment paper underneath me, it slides and glides right over it and picks up all that little stuff. So I'm just going to use up the last of this little bit of Mod Podge in this bottle. And I put a layer all over that white part. I'm just using a round sponge brush. Get these on Amazon. Just getting it from corner to corner and all over. Then I'll give that a good dry. So now I'm going to set my paper in there, and it needs trimmed down just slightly, so I'll have to trim it ever so slightly in a couple spots. Sometimes it takes trial and error because you start small. You don't want to cut too much off because then you can't go back and put it back on. So that should do it. So it fits in there nicely. So I'm going to put parchment paper over it and use my mini heat press and just iron that probably 20 to 30 seconds, right around there anyway. And as you can see, my iron is rounded so it doesn't get in the corners, but that is all right. It's on there good, and I'm going to put some macrame cord all along that edge. I got this on Amazon a long time ago. I don't have a link for it, but I'm sure you could find something similar. Twine would work, any kind of macrame cord or rope. Lots of different options for you. And you don't even have to put anything along the edge. I just wanted to. This was the look I was going for. So I'm just little by little hot gluing that all along the edge and pushing it down in the corners to make it squared off and fit those corners snugly. Look nice. This is fun. It's fun putting something all along the edges. Just kind of looks finished to me. So as I get to each corner, I push it down in there and glue it nice, and then I start the new direction, but keeping it tight in that corner. Doing the same thing all the way around, and then when I meet up with the other end, I will cut exactly where the ends meet together and glue it and try to make it look like it's all one piece. It is one piece, but there's no beginning or end. Just try to make it look as natural so you don't see a seam. And it turned out nicely. Got all these little glue strings to pick off. So now I'm going to work on the little tag. I've got these in my Etsy store, and I'm just using liquid Tombow glue, and I realized I was getting ahead of myself. Before I glue it, I want to distress all the edges with my Tim Holtz Distress ink in the color Vintage Photo. So I go around all the edges, especially the corners, and then I will glue it onto a piece of thin chipboard. And the scrap I had fit perfectly the long direction. So it leaves roughly about an 1/8 inch border all the way around that tag. So I'm just cutting the other side to match. Then I'm going to distress that as well. Getting those corners especially. Then I'm just going to, and I printed those tags on coffee stained paper. And if you want to know how I did it, I've got a short little video on my Facebook business page, actually. My Whimsical Day Today is what it is on Facebook. But I'm just going to hot glue that right in the center, kind of eyeballing it and hoping I get it right in the center. Last thing I'm going to do is use my Rub and Buff. This is one of my favorite projects. It really is. You just get the tiniest little amount on your finger or a small little brush, and I'm just putting little dabs here, mostly on that the metal hooks, just a little bit here and there just to catch the light. And then I'm putting it on a few spots on the wood, mostly where I sanded it off and distressed it. And there's a couple spots that I felt like I got too much, so I just kind of grab my mini sander and sand it off, and it kind of blends right back in. Needed just a tiny bit more. I'm going to go around the parts at the top, the corners and stuff where I distressed it. But you can find all kinds of inexpensive wood projects at thrift stores, and it's just so fun to make them new again, to upcycle them, to repurpose them. And this turned out beautifully. I hope you like it. Really hope this inspires you to make something similar. Please check out all the links below. Thanks for watching, and you have a whimsical day.